Hey everyone, welcome to our live chat. I'm Heather and we are here for you guys each and every day. I'm actually going to check to make sure. Okay. I wanted to make sure that you could hear me and that it was on the right microphone. So I hope everybody's having a good Friday. Here are the times that we are right here. 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4, Monday through Thursday, and then 8 and 10 on Fridays. So we do come to you a lot of times. So you can ask your questions and hear everything luminous. And so we really do want to be there for you guys and just really talk about luminous. We normally have like a idea of what we're going to do for each live chat. However, you are in control. You're the boss of me because we do like to cover what you want to see. And so if there are things that you want to see, like, hey, just show me how to airbrush or show me, like the order of things. If I have it here, we can implement it. If not, I'll get it and we'll do it at another one. So, I have a whole bunch of makeup right here. So we will, I can do that. So we can definitely do whatever you guys want to hear and see and talk about. Every time we do go over our starter kit because we know it's important, especially for those who are interested, maybe purchased it and you haven't even opened it yet. And so we want to make sure that we're taking that guesswork out. We're taking that, oh, I was nervous, I was intimidated. Guys, if I told you that the only thing you had to do was get it out of the box, plug it in, and put water in it, would that be intimidating? Probably not, because it's just water. And that's the whole thing. That's what we want you to do. So I'm actually going to go in reverse right now. So the things right here, that's what I want you to do. When you get it out, whether you have the Icon Pro, or the Legend, get it out of the box, plug it in, turn it on, and just do this. Just feel that air. This is practicing. This cannot be intimidating. To feel this nice kiss of air. It's almost like a spa. Like, oh, an oxygen mask is just, ooh. Just feel the air. Because what I want you to do is get used to this air feeling. Man, we already have everybody on. Let me say hi real quick to Jackie on Facebook. Candy on YouTube. Hello. Patty and Tamberly. Who else is on? Amber, good morning. Hello, everybody. So glad everybody is on. So yeah, I just want you to do this. This is practicing because wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going. So just feel that air. While you're doing that, keep it 4 finger widths away from your face. Keep moving it around your face and work on keeping the stylus exactly level, right in front. You don't want to do it to the side. Let me see if I can do it this way. We want you to do it like this, not, I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing, but not to the side. Make sure it's straight in front of wherever you're spraying. Then you can put water in here and start pulling back on the trigger. That's going to get you used to airbrushing. And then put some drops of your makeup in there and then barely pull back on that trigger. What you'll want to do is also practice barely pulling back on the trigger. If you pull back too much, it's going to release too much makeup and then you're going to be putting it on like traditional makeup, and that's not how it goes on. So print out a sign, write a sign, put it on your mirror and say, not traditional makeup. Because how you're applying it, what you're doing, pulling back on that trigger, all of that is different than traditional makeup. With traditional makeup, you're used to seeing that opaqueness, that immediately, right? You know what I can do? I actually have a little bit of traditional makeup in here, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to do one side with traditional makeup, and then I'm going to do this side airbrush. So if I was going in I'm not going to use my fingers because I hate that. Here, I'll do it with this. I'm just going to do it with a brush. Put my brush in there. Right? You see that immediately. That's what we're used to with traditional makeup. All right? Candy's asking if I get my eyebrows done. Yes. I get them. I actually get them threaded. But yes, I do. But I've lately, since we haven't been able to go and be in somebody's face, I actually do my eyebrows the way I like them, and then I pluck around that. All right, so now I'm going to airbrush on the other side. And this is one pass, you know, if you're doing it the right way. And I'll do it here. I'm going to do it this way. And somebody always asks me, like, move closer so you can see it. You actually don't see it go on. You'll feel it. You'll feel the coolness of the air. But then when you release the product, you're also feeling a little bit of coolness with that. That's why I start moving first. And then okay, that's all I'm going to do because I'm just going to put the same amount I put on with that. So if you're putting airbrush, I mean, you guys can see the difference, right? I mean, thick. Oh, you can see that opaqueness right away. When you're airbrushing, you can't see where it starts or where it ends. This one you can. Can y'all see it? Or is it too bright? You can see where it starts and where it ends, and then I have to blend it all in and all. This, my stylist blends everything for me. So I don't have to worry about that. But you are doing this in passes, in steps. We don't want to see this. I don't want to see that instant of makeup, right? I'm going to try to reach down without, okay, because if I go out of focus, or if I go out of the frame, it'll lose focus. So if you are airbrushing and you can see it like this, you're not doing it correctly. You're doing it like traditional makeup. When you're airbrushing, I only airbrushed here from here. You can't even see where it starts and where it ends. It just started looking better. And when I say it's kind of like magic, I'm being for reals. All right. And see, you can tell I airbrushed. I wasn't blowing smoke. Hey, Z, how are you? Now let me wipe this off. Does that help explain it a little bit better? Because I really want the people that are new to airbrushing, because we get this question, oh, I need a color match. Guys, if you're in the range of your color, you can make it work. Like, honestly, you can make it work. So if you are saying you need a color match, chances are you're spraying too heavy. Because if you're ordering a range, I mean, yes, we can perfect that color and I can get you, I mean, we can make sure that it's on like Donkey Kong, but you can get away with airbrushing. Airbrushing is very forgiving and it's very, you can get away with a lot. Traditional makeup, if you're wearing the wrong shade, you can tell, like, it's not good. All right. So I hope that explains that a little bit better. And maybe I'll come closer when I get to the airbrushing part again, and so we can figure that out. So you can see it. But I remember we had another makeup artist that used to do this with me, and when I would watch her, I couldn't see it go on. But I could tell, like, all of a sudden she started, her skin looked better. You know, like, you could you could start seeing, and she liked more, like she liked full coverage because she's the one that used to, when she first started, she was putting like 20 drops in, and I was like, don't use that much. You don't, even if you like full coverage, you don't need to use 20 drops. Z, sure. Good morning, Amber. And guys, if you see me talking to people that you don't see, I see Facebook and YouTube on there. So I'm not just talking to myself. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to start with the Velvet Veil. And I love me some Velvet Veil. Do we have... Now, you can put this everywhere or only in certain areas. The Velvet Veil is going to help minimize pores and wrinkles and crinkles. It even helps with my redness. The other day, I even noticed that it did even soften my sunspots. So it's pretty amazing. I like to put it on. Now, it doesn't allow a lot of movement. So you will want to airbrush on top of this. Jackie's like, liquid gold. Yeah, I let my mom, I gave some to my mom, and my mom's like, do you have 55-gallon drums? Because it would be nice. And do a little bit on my chin. So I rub it in, because when you first do it, I'll rub it in and then I kind of pat it, and it dries very, very quickly. Once it's on, don't touch it. Don't add more. If I add more, it's going to get chalky, and it'll look, it's not going to soak in because we've already made a barrier, right? So just remember that. All right, so now I was going to see if we had one on Velvet Veil, because I know everybody loves it. Do we? Oh, I can put my little luminous up there. Oh, I guess we don't have one on Velvet Veil, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so now I'll take that off. So, oh no, let's leave it on. Okay, let's go back for it. All right, so now I will go in and I'm going to add blush, and I will, oh no, I just wiped everything on my hands, or my pants. I think I'm going to do, I just had this one, where to go? Oh, it's over here. I'm going to do Tulip, and of course, you know what? I was going to do Tulip and Natural Blush, but I'm almost out of it. So I'm going to do Tulip, which I think I did get more. I'm going to do Tulip and a drop of Love. I always tell you guys to mix this. So I'm going to do 2 drops of Tulip. Now I am doing blush first. Amber, we missed you. I hope everything is okay. And then I'm put some drops of Love in there. I'm going to mix those together. So our blush is high pigmented. So when it goes on, you're only going to start on with 2 drops. When it goes on, it is going to intensify. We always like to say it blooms. It blooms. So, you know, that's why I like to put it on first, because that way, if I do get a little heavy-handed with it, it's okay, because it'll blend out, it'll blend when I do my foundation. I like a softer foundation or a softer blush. So that's why I do it first. Now, if the days that I want maybe a little more color on my cheeks, then I would do it after foundation. So I'm going to go in, start my passes. And you can already tell it is a lot softer. Oh, so Jackie on, she's yelling this. She has it in all caps on Facebook. She's like, I stock up on that, so I never run out. I love the way it makes my skin feel and look. Yes, girl. Everybody, I have to say that everybody that uses Velvet Veil has the same reaction. They really like, and at first I was like, I don't know if I won't like this, but it really is good. I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I got, and then I use it. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty amazing. And it ends up having more like more benefits than I thought it would. I mean, we knew it was going to be a blurrer, and I say it like that because it blurs a lot of stuff. But I didn't expect it to like blur out my redness or sunspots and things like that, which I think is pretty amazing. All right, so I have Tulip Blush mixed with Love this time, and mixing it with Love is going to soften it a little bit, make it a little bit easier to apply if you're new and are struggling with the velvet. Use the right words, Heather. If you're struggling with the blush because it is high pigmented, putting a drop of Love in there will help it go on a little softer, but then you still get a little bit of that luminosity with it as well. Oh yes, Jacqueline said that she didn't realize you could apply it in just certain areas. Yes, you most certainly can. Now you might apply it all over, and that's perfectly fine. But so like it also helps keep you matte. So if you do get oily or sweat, glisten, you can apply it like in the T-zone where you have that problem, or apply it everywhere, whatever you prefer. All right, so now I'm going to go in, and this is Mystic. And I'm going to put my drops of Mystic in here. And I'm actually going to put some drops of Love. Candy, you get oily too? Yep. All right, popping that. Now, Mystic is a higher pigment load, meaning it is our highest in coverage. So what that means, we know that you can get full coverage with every foundation. With Airbrush, because you're in control over the passes and all that and that coverage, yeah, you can get it with, like I get full coverage with Silk. Silk is usually the one that I use mainly, but there's definitely a time and a place for my Mystic that I also like. Oh, Patty's on Facebook, Patty's fave is Mystic. Yeah, we have a lot of people that like the Mystic. If you want more coverage, then Mystic is going to be good for you. And what that means, it is a higher pigment load, so you maybe won't have to do as many passes to get that full coverage. So you might be using even less makeup because of that. So again, I'm going to kind of turn to the side. Start my pass. I do have the luminous eyelashes on. I have the Glam lashes on. Get some coverage on these little marks down here under my eyes. Jackie on Facebook likes Silk. Tell me everybody's favorite. Everybody put out your favorite foundation. All right. Yeah. See, I did have more. I'm blowing out a lot of that foundation. So I don't have to use as much foundation as maybe I would with Silk. But again, I like Silk. I like the fact that it's silicone. It has your anti-aging properties. It has your moisturizer primer. It has your concealer. Has everything in it. So it's the more forgiving foundation, because you can go straight into airbrushing. So yeah, there you go. Linda likes Silk and Ultra. Yay. All right, now I'm going to get our Cut 1 palette. Right here. Jackie, you are so sweet, baby. Jackie says I'm so beautiful. You are the sweetest. And guys, if you've watched my, like when I used to do all of these on Facebook, I'm going to get on my soapbox right now. I have rules. My first rule is in eyebrows, there needs to be 2. First rule. Second rule is, and I'm speaking in general, but as women, we need to be uplifting as women and not catty or jealous or anything like that. And so if you're walking in the grocery store and you like, you're like, oh, that's a cute dress or whatever, in your head, tell her, or, oh my gosh, I like her earrings, or, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. Tell her. You never know when somebody needs to hear that. And if it pops in your head and it's good, say it. If it pops in your head and it's nasty and bad and snarky, keep it to yourself. But we need to do that. And even if you look in the mirror and those bad those bad things are popping in, you change it with 2 good things. I used to, when I used to house it and bake, I called it house it because the kids were older. There was a family of 4, and it was 2 boys and 2 girls, and they would fight and they would put down each other. And I'm like, stop, say 2 good things about her. And I would make, if they said something bad, they would have to say 2 good things about their sister or brother. And we need to do that too, because I think our dialogue sometimes can get negative, and we let people like hear, people will lash out and say things because they're unhappy and they want everybody to be unhappy. We don't have to. We do not have to do that. So we need to change our inner dialogue, and we need to make sure that we are uplifting to all women. All right, that's my soapbox. Thank you. Post on the mirrors thing, and I love that. Do you know you can write on your mirror with dry erase markers? It comes off. So I used to have like a vision board and everything, and then I started writing on my mirror with dry erase markers, and then I'm like, I think I have a housekeeper, and she comes like every other month or every other week, and I'm like, she probably thinks I'm crazy because I write all that on my mirror. But it's important. You don't realize how, like, that happens. I'll get dressed and I'm like, oh, I look fat in these pants, and I'm like, no, don't do that. I mean, it's so, they do say it's easier to believe the bad than the good. And we need to change that. We definitely need to change that. All right. That's all I had to say. Patty says, sometimes you just use this concealer. I do that too. A lot as well. Z, it's just Heather. It's Heather Hughes. You should be able to find it. Let's see. I love it. As I'm getting back on my soapbox, the other thing is, it's so funny because it's something that Candy just said. Just because, a lot of people will think that makeup is superficial and what are you doing? No. Makeup, you do not have to put a load of makeup. Like we're not hiding. Well, we're hiding our imperfections, but I don't have to spend an hour getting dressed and putting 6 shades of eyeshadow on and blah, 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 just to make me feel better. Because I promise you, I can walk outside with mascara and lipstick and my eyebrows done, and I feel ton better than if I walked out with zero on my face. And you can blame that on society. You can do whatever. So as a makeup company, I want you to feel amazing and feel beautiful inside and out, and not just when you have your makeup on. That's the other reason I love Luminous, and I love what the airbrushing is, because it doesn't have to be layers and layers of makeup. It doesn't have, you know, you don't need black eyeliner every single day. And so we can look and feel pretty. And it might be you have never worn makeup in your entire life, but right now you're putting on lipstick. Hey, I bet you feel better. I don't know what it is, but it just makes you feel a little better. And if it does, awesome. And that's the other thing. When if I'm doing somebody's makeup for their wedding, there's a lot of discussion that happens. It is not about me. By the way, I'm using the Nude and Naughty palette, going in with the neutral color. We'll talk makeup too. When I do somebody's makeup for their wedding or an event, there's a lot of discussion that happens before I even get started. Before I even put an ounce of makeup on their face, I talk about how much makeup they normally wear, how much, do they line their eyes? Do they blah, blah? I go through a whole bunch of steps, because I'm not trying to turn them into something they're not. I'm just enhancing what's already there. And that's what Luminous does. That's what it does. We just are enhancing what we already have. Yeah, we might have some imperfections that we want to hide, and there might be certain things, and that's fine. But it's not going to look like you have a mask on your face. It's not going to look crazy, thick, whatever. It's going to be where it's going to be, it feels and looks like your natural skin. And that when I tell you guys, like, people, when you get the airbrushing down and you're like, yeah, that's it, I now get it. People are going to notice you and not your makeup. They'll be like, oh my gosh, did you get work done? Did you go get Botox? Did you, oh, you must be getting some sleep in this pandemic. It really will, they really will notice you. And that's what I like. Oh, Jackie, I will. I'm just adding, see, just a little bit, 2 shades of eyeshadow. This is our Nude and Naughty. And let me put the link in real quick too. I'm going to luminousbeauty.com eyeshadows. And then next week I'm going to start showing because I had them sent to me, the click and plays, because I really, really like the click and play eyeshadows, because you can make whatever combination. We do have quads that you can get as well, but they're great for traveling. They're great for, you can make the palette. You don't have to really worry about anything else, because you can put them together. So we can put them together for you, or you can start getting them, one at a time. But they are in such amazing colors, Now this Nude and Naughty palette that I'm using has 36, and I hate to show it to you because you can tell I use it a lot. It has 36 different eyeshadows for you to use. So that's a great, like, everyday staple that you can use all the time. Like, that can be your go-to for sure. Jackie, you like the click and play? Oh, Patty likes them too. Okay, so we'll use those. Megan's like, I am obsessed with Luminous. I love it. Jacqueline says that she loves loves the way I feel when I'm luminesced. Thought it would only be for special times, but I use it almost every day and love it. And that's another misconception, because I think, you know, airbrushing was something that, oh, the movie stars do, or you do it for special occasions. But Luminous has really made it so you can airbrush every day. And the fact that whatever look that you're going for that day, you can do. And it's not, if you are going to red carpet, then yeah, you're going to spend a little more time and do it. But it really is for everybody. You don't have to have a makeup artist do it. You can feel like the makeup artist. Let's see. Yes. Charlene, she just said, I have some bad acne scars. Will Luminous cover that? So yes. And this is on Facebook. She's asking, they will. What I would suggest is Velvet Veil, and you can put that on the acne scars. You can put it all over, but just in problem areas as well. If it's texture, we can't, you know, if it's actual texture, we can't do anything. But if it's coverage, yes. And so I would do this because it does blur, and then you will airbrush over that. It is about making passes. And so you definitely will make, like, hit the area, like make one pass, and then you can go back, hit that area. You also might want to try either the color correctors if the scars are colored. If they're brown in color, I would try the peach color corrector. And then you can airbrush on top of that, or use the CC concealer as well. Let's see. Let's see. And Charlene, I would just say, come back and ask me more questions. If you order it and you get it, come back and we'll work together on covering them for you. The money off my card. Let's see. Yes, I would like my order since you took the money off my card on July 3rd. Brenda, babe, honey, I don't have a way to look up that. That's a customer service question, and we have the best customer service. So I would highly recommend on Monday, give them a call. No, it's Friday. I keep thinking Saturday. Call them right now. They're working. So call them right now, and they can let you know where your shipment is. For sure. So let's see. Okay, perfect. All right. But yeah, Charlotte, if you guys, that's what we want here. If people have questions about our product, about coverage, about whatever the case may be, like, come to us and ask. I promise you, if I could go home with every single person that orders a system and teach you how to airbrush, you're going to love it. Period. This is the next best thing. So know that there is a slight learning curve. It's slight. If you do these things that we're telling you to do, practice just with the air, feeling the air. Wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. Keep it 4 finger widths away. Keep it moving around your face. Put water in here. Start spraying with water and just have fun with it. It's makeup. Don't stress. It's makeup. You completely mess up, wash it off. Like, that's a no-brainer. Okay, so you can do it. All right, I am going just to add a neutral lip because I have been talking up a storm today. Tamberly, on my brows, I did the root, and I did the Duo eyebrow pencil, and I think it's brown, but let me check. No, it's cocoa. I did the cocoa. All right. That's Loyal. I love Loyal in our cream confessions. All right, guys. That is it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and joining me. And we'll be back next week. We start at 8 a.m. on Monday, and we'll be here at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4 on the Mondays. All right. Have a wonderful Friday. And yeah. Oh, hold on. Megan says, I'm skeptical. Is it 110 worth every penny? It makes my skin, if it makes my skin. Oh, Megan says I was skeptical. It's 110% worth every penny. It makes my skin look flawless. I get so many compliments on my makeup now, and I'm always telling people they need it. I love Megan. Make sure you sign up, honey, for the VIP, and they have a rewards program. And I believe you can even like get points like when you refer somebody. So make sure you sign up for that. Thank you, Jackie. Amber, my lip is the Cream Confessions lipstick in Loyal. All right. All right, guys. I hope you have a great day. Have some fun this weekend, and we will see you on Monday. All right. Bye for now.